What search engine optimization is and how you can implement it. Classically, search engine optimization, also known by the acronym SEO, is the process of increasing traffic and exposure to a website by way of search engines to get the website ranked, where it will be seen more highly placed in the resulting search findings pages. With it, a page builder can build an online presence that gets bigger and better because of the increased activity to the website by newcoming people who drop by the site. Using this strategy, you create a site presence, determine what you will do to promote it, and analyze the results afterwards for insight that helps the website builder develop larger and more pronounced online exposure. Google, through their AdWords campaign, started getting internet marketers to become more savvy about using the power of advertising to blast certain pages up to the top of the search results. They noticed that there were keywords online users searched with, and that many people search with specific words which could be used to attract similar people to their sites. Soon afterwards, it became a standard strategy to include specific keywords to get pages ranked highly in Google's search engine results pages. Since then, a variety of applications have surfaced to help online business owners compete against each other for maximum website exposure. Some of these techniques involve knowing how the search engines classify a page topic and what types of elements in or on a web page create or obstruct high page ranking. There are some tricks referred to as black hat because they tend to exploit weaknesses in the search engines and can lead to a site that uses such techniques to be sandboxed. That means being dropped to the bottom of the search engine's results page. Marketers gaming with the system may get away with it for a while, but Google has been known to severely punish those that are caught, making it unwise to implement black hat techniques. So-called white hat techniques, the more organic strategies, don't generate the same risk of being sandboxed. Guidelines that carry a sense of integrity and authenticity for gaining white exposure understandingly provide value to search engines. White hat are the techniques that I use and am about to teach you in this presentation. Remember, always avoid techniques like keyword stuffing, spamming people with unsolicited emails, and generating false websites with commercial links only and no valuable content. About keywords. In the past, keywords were used in meta description tags to give a search engine information about the page. Black hat marketers began to exploit the vulnerability by adding highly searched keywords into the meta description area and basically making that criteria useless to Google. As a result, Google downgraded that criterion, and as a result, keywords are evaluated as a percentage of the actual content on the site for relevancy, not for just showing up in coding. If you know how the search engines rate keywords, you can still mess around with the system a bit, but not without actually creating content that has value. That's the point. The following are a few things to know about keywords when you are writing content to optimize your site. Stuffing too many keywords into your content will get you a quick trip to no man's land when Google sandboxes your site. This was a great black hat technique in the past, but today, Google's analytics not only look for relevant keywords on your pages, but they also analyze how often and where you've placed them. If more than 2% of your content is a single keyword, it will count against you, not for you. That means that in a 500-word blog post, a keyword should not show up more than 10 times. Somewhere between 5 and 10 times is average and expected, while more is considered to be stuffing. Use keywords wisely. Keywords can appear anywhere on your page, but they are more relevant to the search engine's analytics when they are placed in headers near the top of the article and are bold lettered. This shows the analyzer that the topic is important to the writer and carries more weight in the search engine. Matching less powerful keywords to more powerful keywords that have been researched as having high searchability and low competition is an easy way to get a higher ranking. It's not just the amount of times you use the keywords, but what keywords you use and where you use them that determines your SEO ranking. If you use a highly competitive keyword, it doesn't matter if you follow all of the guidelines since it has gained its attention a while ago. The article or page will automatically fall near to the bottom of the search engine's results pages. To be most effective, pay attention to how one finds good keywords in order to attain higher rankings in the search engines. Here's how you can find good keywords. When you're just starting out, you might want to hire an established company to develop a list of keywords for your search engine optimization activities. It takes a bit of time understanding what makes a good keyword selection. During that time, you don't want to put up content that has no important keywords. After buying and using that paid-for list, you can take some time to look at different tools and techniques and learn to develop your own keyword lists that you can give to your staff for inclusion in their online content. About the Google Keyword Tool. This tool is available online at the link in the description box below. It was created to help online marketers using the AdWords program create more effective marketing campaigns. By entering a keyword or phrase, the Google Keyword Tool gives actual metrics that have been measured by Google on various characteristics with other similar keywords. It is very useful for finding rich keywords that can help you gain maximum exposure. It is the first stop in building keyword lists for any budding internet marketer. After entering the keyword or phrase being researched, the keyword tool pulls up the advertiser competition and search volume by default. You can modify listings by pulling down the list box at the top with the words "Choose columns to display." Within that list, you can expand the elements that are shown for each keyword and derivatives of the keyword, including the CPC, the cost per click, ad position, volume trends, and when the highest volume occurred. This is all important information for determining if the market for a keyword has been saturated and the competition is too tight to be of any real help to your search engine placement goal. Take a look at the Google Keyword Tool and make an effort to find high CPC keywords with a high search volume and low advertiser competition. Use the keywords that will get you noticed quickly. There is never any guarantee that the keywords you pick today will remain popular tomorrow. This is the reason why the best websites are optimized constantly by evolving and updating their content. Fresh content is the best way to ensure that the search engine spider notices difference and is motivated to constantly check back and get you noticed. Old stale content is a turn-off to your readers and tends to cause your site to drop in a search engine's results pages due to its loss of relevancy. Using keywords only once in a while isn't going to do the trick either. Only consistency builds upon the optimization of a website's search engine results over time. Being consistent will enable you to be truly successful when implementing these techniques. Don't forget to snoop on your competitors. While you may have the excuse of being a newbie to this whole SEO thing, your competitors most likely are not. Always do some market research on what your competitors are doing to stay in the game. This includes how they research keywords and employ their SEO strategies with yours. You might find that you are selling the same items and services, yet they are able to generate more massive internet exposure and sales, while you are very much lagging behind. Surely they know something that you don't. Like how to optimize online pages to get them attention, for instance. If you check out what your competitors are doing, maybe you can copy the strategies that are working well for them. This will only enhance you and make you more competitive. You can log into Google Alerts and be able to set up alerts for when your online competitors update their sites or send out press releases. You can use free online keyword density analyzers to analyze their keywords and how they're targeting their demographics. This way may be a bit lengthy, but it's doable without spending money on paid programs. On the sly, you can also opt into your competitors' email campaigns using an alias with another email address. Thus, when they market to their customers, you'll see exactly what they're marketing. Although this is kind of hoping to catch up, it nonetheless develops your SEO to be proactive. If you come up with a new, killer approach to page optimization, you'll see how others will soon follow in your wake. Are you a leader or a follower? In this world, people who are important leaders get more attention than their followers. The same is true with search engine optimization. Google assigns rankings to different websites by way of something called PageRank. The PageRank tells Google and other observers how relevant your site is compared to other important sites on the internet. PageRank isn't related to keywords, but it impacts the attention you get on the net. PageRank is determined by a variety of factors, but the majority of it has to do with the quality and the quantity of inbound, non-reciprocating links to your content and site. A low page rank can keep you down. Without a page rank, Google delays indexing your pages and adding them to the search engine. You can't get onto the results pages if you're not being indexed at all. Initially, you want to have a strong page rank of at least a 3 or higher to put you on the map. You can raise your page's ranking by getting a high number of quality links. These basically represent the neighborhood of your website and how relevant you are to the niche. Among the best inbound links are those of official segments in the public sector that reference your site as a valuable resource. Having a .gov or a .edu site to link to you automatically associates you with credibility. As a result, your page rank will increase. Moreover, if you have thousands of backlinks and the anchor text of those inbound links use keywords that associate you with that niche, you can gain significant page ranking from this also. Anchor text is what the visitor sees as the description of the link instead of the URL on your site. One or the other can work well to your benefit. You can find out who is linking to you or to your competitors by going to www.backlinkwatch.com. This online tool checks who is linking to any particular URL just by typing the URL in the search box. Many online directories need websites to have a page rank of 3 or more to list them in their directory. Therefore, if you want to be listed in one, concentrate on raising your page rank to help you gain more exposure through online directories also. You should also play with AdWords. Since Google is the major search engine that uses SEO variables to create search engine placement, using their internal programs can surely help to boost your visibility. An internet marketer can use Google AdWords to work the system for better search engine placement, but it will cost you some money to do it. AdWords is the program Google uses to let internet marketers compete for advertising that is based on a cost per click or CPC model. When developing a sales campaign, go online and do research on different keywords that can be used to search or to describe the type of item you have to sell. Find one that is highly searched but without much competition. Then find out what the average cost per click is that others are paying for the word. To be at the top of the Google search engine results pages, one can bid more for the AdWords keyword. This makes the keyword more attractive to publishers who are looking for high-paying keywords and are working with playing the system too. The pages with the magic keyword automatically attract more traffic since they show up effectively in Google search results. AdSense is the publishing part of the Google AdWords program. Using AdSense, internet marketers can use keywords in their content and install Google Ads on their pages. The Google Analytic tool then looks for specific keywords and serves up an ad for visitors to click on. If the person who built the page does things right, higher CPC offers will be shown and they will stand to make more from the advertising. When a business owner buys AdWords, he or she contributes to the popularity of the site by encouraging backlinks through advertising. However, this type of SEO is not viewed as an organic approach. It borders on so-called black hat techniques, but it is acceptable likely because everyone is getting paid in the process. This way you sponsor more attention to your website, which subsequently increases the SEO ranking. It's more complicated than just opening your wallet, however, as you are in competition with other internet marketers who are similarly competing for the same keywords and attention as you. It is easy to commit to a small advertising budget and not get much extra attention at all. Commit to too large a budget and you might spend yourself into a tight position. This optimization strategy is best left to those that really understand the system. It's not for beginners. While it may seem like a hard thing to get people backlinking to your site, it's really not so hard. Start with directories to get your site listed. There are numerous directories on the internet that you can add your link to that don't require a reciprocal linking. A directory listing will get you more exposure, increase your page rank, and add to the relevancy of your site in the search engine's results pages. This is considered an organic way to raise your rankings and only takes a bit of time to do it. Some cost money and others don't. If you do get yourself listed, other directories may start to pick you up by default as new listings are always being added to stay competitive with other directories. While you can submit your site manually to Google, that's not what we're looking to do. We look to get major backlinks to your website in a way to implement better SEO of your pages. Here are a few directories you can add your URL to. D.M.O.Z. This is the Open Directory project. It doesn't cost anything to add your URL. However, it can take quite a bit of time to get listed. At least 2 weeks for your site to get reviewed, if not longer. It isn't an automatic entry, and they turn away some sites from inclusion. Also, human editors review the site, so it's not a mere mechanical directory. You can get to D.M.O.Z by going to www.dmoz.org. ZoomInfo is another great directory for online businesses, sales professionals, and recruiters. Post your profile there and gain marketing exposure on a business-to-business level. The site is located at www.zoominfo.com. The Yahoo directory costs about $300 a year to join. It does happen to be the next largest search engine after Google though. It too can give you great exposure and backlinks that add value to your site optimization campaign. Should you have the money to spend on it, it's worth the investment to add your business website to their directory as well. Want to know how to create your business listing? Click the link. Consider all the local business directories around you, like your local Chamber of Commerce, citysearch.com, and merchantcircle.com. Directories are a great way to get backlinks and advertising for your business, which can increase the amount of exposure you gain online. Some will cost you money to implement, while others still remain free to those asking. Determine how a directory can contribute to your overall SEO strategy, and then choose wisely which you will pay for should you decide on that route. It's always better to do the free ones first and see how that goes before forking out precious cash. Furthermore, socialize online. Various social sites can instantly create an audience for you if you have a link that goes viral, as this would sweep you onto the front page of Google for sure. Joining these sites is not difficult. However, if you are going to do it to promote your website links, it's important to do that in a respectful manner that is not overly commercial. Social networks are a special breed of site with their own special rules. Spamming can sometimes ban you from the site outright. Know the terms of agreement for each site you become a part of to be sure whether or not a link you place there will violate a term of the service. The 3 social networks that most stand out are Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. MySpace is a social site contender that tends to market to a demographic that is much younger than the other 3. A business that needs to contact a younger demographic should probably switch from LinkedIn to MySpace, but definitely include Facebook and Twitter too. Facebook allows you to connect with others by friending them. After posting a news or status update on your profile page, all of your friends get immediately informed. If they like your status update, they might comment on it and then show it to their friends. Even if you only have 20 friends, every one of those friends may have hundreds of contacts. Clearly here you can reach a rather large network. As such, the chances of your link posting going viral is increased. Then there's Twitter. This is a microblogging site where status updates are limited to 140 characters. Nevertheless, it's amazing what can be fit into that small blip of a news message. With the use of link shorteners, you can post links to whatever you are promoting, and you won't get banned for their use. Twitter doesn't have the same feelings about self-promotion as does Facebook. It's also easier with Twitter to gain a large following. Plus, it has real-time connections versus static connections, which can make your update effective more quickly. Then there's LinkedIn, the social site for professional networking. A profile here is where you want to add some strong keywords and your business links. Remember to use keyword-rich anchor text to give your backlink more weight. This will also help to get you noticed by people searching for your skills, products, or services online, as this is basically a business-to-business platform. The point of all of this networking and link generation is to help you go viral. Marketing online is all about catching this bug. Because, if your link gets so popular that it literally becomes contagious, people will distribute it by reposting and sharing your link over and over to tell their friends. And you will end up having almost instant high page ranking and the #1 slot for Google stardom. Believe it, nothing gets you more attention than being famous. To be clear, some types of online media are far more effective at going viral than others. Online videos on YouTube, for instance, are very effective at creating interest and exposure for your site. Also, another nice thing is that they have a place to put a backlink in them to your site. You can create and upload a humorous commercial for a product or service and ask people to rate, comment on, and share that video. If enough people like it, it will slowly start to spread all over across the internet. Controversy is another tool that can be a very effective way to gain attention. But only if it is positive in nature. Too much association with negativity and volatile controversy will shun people away from you and your products or services, even by visiting your site, to send you hate mail. It's not worth the anguish, to say the least. Choose topics for viral videos wisely and keep the mood happy and positive. Remember also that famed names get you noticed. If you can, team up with big names as influencers who can help you promote your content across the internet. Getting your backlink on a site that has a significant following, which recommends you to, generates a backlink with significant weight. The same is true for associating with well-known websites. Well-known websites have high page ranking, and those people they link to are instantly fed a huge stream of traffic and Google search result rewards. Get yourself noticed by the big guys, and you will reap fame simply through association. In fact, like we all know already, it's not only what you know, but who you know that can lead you to a wonderful time. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is that they associate exposure with diminished privacy. Search engine optimization requires you to be as exposed as possible in order for people to find you online. That means that everything you do online should be done with the intention of capitalizing on it for the purpose of exposure. Whether commenting on a blog post or news story, always consider adding a backlink to your site. When you send out emails, have a signature line with your website URL included in the bottom of the email. When you update your site, promote it to your social networks. These minuscule little actions add up mightily when you do them on a daily basis to create a powerful and highly exposed online presence. When you add a blog post or a news update to your site, make it easy for people to share that information. There are plenty of widgets that anyone can install into a blog that will allow adding buttons to the bottom of each post that people can click on to instantly share the post with anyone on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Delicious, and so on. Rely on others to share your content for you. Develop a network of people who will share, comment, and rate your content. This will help you to get noticed and show that you aren't online talking only to yourself. Other people joining the discussion gives you credibility. Another tip, it helps to automate your exposure. At some point on your journey, you will have profiles on multiple sites and might have trouble keeping them fresh with new content. You can post the same information on multiple sites as long as you automate that action. Don't spend tons of time copying and pasting information all over the web. This isn't appropriate. Use tools like FriendFeed and Ping.fm to automate the updates you want sent to your networks from one central place. Make it easier to manage a search engine optimization campaign and provide multiple backlinks in one shot. It should be like that. Check in with each site regularly and add some live comments to make sure that people know you are present online. However, again, Automate your postings so that this doesn't take up too much of your time. You'll be surprised at how quickly you can build an online presence that not only excites your friends and followers but also generates optimized richness from the Google search engine and others beyond. I wish you all the best. If you liked this information, please indicate that by clicking the like button and subscribe to the channel to be informed first of the latest postings. Also, pay attention to the links in the description box below as they are intended to accelerate your success in optimizing your web presence. In particular, find down in the box the link to an excellent keyword tool that automatically suggests queries for Google, Amazon, eBay, Google News, Google Images, and YouTube. It most definitely should be an integral part of your keyword research these days. Just follow the link to access. Again, all the best, be well.